This guy is so stupid. Now, there's a YouTuber on the internet that's been catching a lot of flame this weekend for the things he say and him being potentially racist. And I'm talking about old school YouTuber Plainrock124. Now, if you don't know Plainrock, he's had quite a phase on YouTube. He started off as a Nintendo fanboy, did these little cute little vlogs, going to stores, buying games. Honestly, it was kind of humble. But then kind of just like overnight, this guy kind of just pivoted to more rage baiting, like destruction oriented type of content, which is like, okay, it's a little weird. I sure is rage baiting. It gets the clicks. You do you. And this past weekend, there happened to be an event called the Level Up Expo. Basically a convention that's mainly oriented around like gaming, pop culture, media, and all that. And the amazing Digital Circus also happened to have their own booth at the expo. Plainrock decided to attend Glitch's booth and had a few words to say.
Yo, it's my nigga. What's up, nigga? Bye, nigga. NEGA. Yeah. Cancel.
This is hard to watch.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Consequences.
Yeah, let's dissect that. Now, to clarify, he said the shortened version of the word negative, which, as you guess, yeah, it's like middle school humor. And if you shorten it, well, you don't need me to explain it. It sounds like the N-word, man. It's just like, it's so... When I saw this clip, I was like extremely confused. Why is this random Nintendo YouTuber just spamming the N-word at a public convention? I understand this guy is a bit of a rage baiter, but this just seems out of the blue. Apparently, it was just revealed a few days ago that one of the amazing Digital Circus like voice actors, I think it was Jack, a few years ago, there was a stream where one of the voice actors was just spamming the N-word for I don't even know why. It kind of just happened. I don't know. They're adults too, so it's like, come on, you know better. But since then, they apologize and whatever, yada yada. What's done's been done. But then we go back to Plainrock, and he kind of just, I guess, takes advantage of this moment and starts spamming himself. There are two like thought processes I have with this. One, maybe he's trying to bring like exposure to this situation, which is like kind of weird. Why would you indulge in the same like negative behavior the voice actor partaked in? Or maybe this guy's just a blatant racist and just wants to farm some karma. I don't even know. Keep in mind also as well, this is important context. This man is nearly 30 years old and he's just slinging racial slurs like it's part of his daily vocabulary. Is his name actually King? What the fuck? Like, it's one thing to like say this out loud in public, but then it's another thing to film yourself and just blast on the internet. It's like, what is the point? Are you trying to bring awareness to like this past controversy a voice actor had? Or are you just a racist? Or are you just fucking stupid? And with Glitch, the people that made the Digital Circus, even though they weren't directly involved with Plainrock did, they still had a statement about this. On Twitter, they said, "We were made of horrific and hateful behavior from a specific individual around our Glitch booth today, and we have contacted Level Up staff to take action and have them removed and permanently banned." Of course, they're talking about Plainrock. They didn't name him by name for some reason. We've also told our staff to not serve him, others featured in that video, or anyone seen explicitly in any behavior that would make the members of our community feel unsafe or unwanted. Wow. These idiots are not representative of our community and fans, and we want to make any Glitch event as safe as possible for all. We condemn absolutely any hateful, discriminatory, or dumb fuckwit behavior. Damn, dude, they can curse like that? Be kind to each other, and if you can't, then piss off. We don't want you here. Honestly, just masterful response. And one thing to consider is that like the Amazing Digital Circus and all these shows, they're for kids, man. Why is a random YouTuber coming around and just slinging racial slurs? This is not the place, man. Go to like fucking Alabama and do it. Plainrock is definitely someone who's like peaked in middle school and just never got out of that phase. Look at this right here, dude.
What's up, nigga?
I love the fucking little screw. He's like, oh, dude, before the teachers come. It's like, brother, holy, this is mega cringe.
Bye, nigga. NEGA.
Dude, the fucking Weezy man. Don't catch it. You're nearly 30 years old. I understand you might have a few, but that has no excuse to act like this. Why are people addicted to being racist, man? Is this just like a fetish? Like, kids, whatever, I get it. They're stupid. They don't know better. But if you're like double a kid's age, it's like, you just weren't raised right. But now the big question asks, what did Plainrock say when Glitch issued their statement, banning them from any future Glitch related event? well, it's kind of what you expect. If you look at his Twitter, quote tweeting the original post and being like, who could they possibly be talking about? Who could it be? And then just icing on a cake, he'll throw stuff like this. It's like, brother, what are we doing? It is pretty sad to see stuff like that, especially with someone with a large amount of influence on the internet. People need to do better. And yeah, that's all I really got. Bye-bye.